Bitch, don't be mad, okay? Bitch, don't be mad. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Happy Sunday. Ooh, child, I know it's some inclement. Lord, let me get my words together, honey. I'm sipping on this expensive coffee, but it's still early. Let me get my words together. Happy Sunday to all of you beautiful people. What's up, Shocker King Black? Peace to you, brother. What's up, Robin, my model citizen? Good to see you. What's up, my mod sister, Miss OES sister? Always showing up for your girl. You know I appreciate you. Hey, Mr. Carruthers, how you doing? Thank you so much for listening. Hey, Robbie. Child, it's a lot going on, but I don't know which lots you're talking about going on, okay? Because, honey, we only over here to talk about a few of the lots going on. That other shit is just a rabbit hole, honey, and I'm not interested. What's up, Purple Peach? How you doing, boo thing? Hey, Queen Diva. What's going on, girl? I think I got all of y'all. Ciao. Well, let's get into it. Not a lot of world news really touched my spirit this week. Y'all know the pandemic is still going on, so stealing it from Connie, honey. She never let that go, which is such a good thing. Wear your mask, get your hand sanitizers, honey. Stock up on all your essentials because I don't know where this is going. And nobody's talking about the supply chain thing either. I don't know. Have you guys' grocery stores, are they getting a little bit better in regards to supply chain and you're able to find all your items? I don't know. What's up, Cassie? You, but y'all know it's out there. No need for us to belabor the point. But I probably will touch on it each week just to keep it in our memory. This is probably something that we're going to have to live with, but it's so odd. It's so super duper odd. What else has been going on? World news. They're still trying to get Trump indicted under New York. No, it's really, is it New York or the feds? It's the New York State Attorney General. So that's state. But anyway, so we'll see how that goes. What's up, Voodoo? Happy Sunday. What you cooking today, girl? And but so we'll see how that goes. They're still indicting people for January 6th insurgents. We'll see how that goes. Um, let me take a sip of my coffee. You can't find no grits, Queen Diva. That's what I'm talking about. That is so weird. The shit that you can't find. I couldn't find Old Bay for a long time. Like, what the fuck y'all doing with Old Bay? Ship the Old Bay. Ship the grits. Why is it like this obscure stuff that's always overly packed that you can't find? What's up, Miss Bless Watkins? I hope you're doing good, honey. I hope you're feeling good. Are you feeling good enough to start back cooking? What you cooking today? I am frying chicken. No, I'm frying some cabbage and chicken. Okay, girl, I fried chicken yesterday. Well, I air fried it. I don't really fry chicken anymore since the air fryer, and I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep myself together. But it was delicious. But yeah, you can't find simple shit like what's up, supply chain, and nobody's really talking about it. I mean, I see little blips on the news, but I want to know. And there's no like what's the reasoning behind it? Like, there's just no truck drivers. I mean, because if you look at these bay cities, I don't know if that's the proper name, but port cities is more like it probably. I mean, it's just stacks on racks on racks on racks of containers that we need our stuff. Queen Diva need her grits. How that girl supposed to live with no grits? Now, I don't eat grits, but I'm just saying, okay? But I do need my obey. I need my Old Bay. I use Old Bay for everything, but most people just use Old Bay for for seafood. I use Old Bay for almost everything. Try it out. You'll love it. Well, oh, Miss Bless says she doing her some seafood today, girl. That means you feeling better. I know that's right, Miss Bless. Okay, that's what's up. All right, blessings to you, your husband, and the rest of your family, honey. So that's that. What else, y'all, going on? Y'all might not be interested in this, but I will just tell y'all that a lot of people thought that Fox News was going to, after Roger Ailes and the Trump fiasco, and Roger Ailes used to own Fox News, and they thought that they were going to try to come more towards the middle of conservatism. You know what I mean? Oh no, honey, they doubling down. And so I don't know if you guys know who Jesse Waters and Jeanine Pirro are, but they're doubling down on that bullshit. They are extremists in regards to conservatism, if I'm saying it right. They're doubling down, and they're really making them like their main anchors. So my dad like used to make me, I don't want to say make, but he knew that I was into politics. So he used to make me watch, what's the one? Limbaugh, Rush Limbaugh. And so, because he said you always need to know what your opponent is doing. So even though I don't really watch Fox News, because I told you guys, I don't know if you not guys know, but I am a moderate Democrat. However, I do peek in from time to time because I want to know what the coons and the white racists are talking about. And coons are black racists, if you don't know. But anyway, sometimes I want to know what they're talking about. And yeah, they're doubling down on that shit, which is just weird because this is going to be extremist journalism, and it's not cool at all. Good morning, Tony Montana. Rush wasn't no joke, Miss Bless. Rush wasn't no joke, honey. Rush that wasn't no joke. I don't, that motherfucker right there, baby. But Jeanine Pirro she was conservative, but she wasn't even that right wing. Like, she was more moderate. And now, baby, she is doing, thank you for sharing the video, Miss Bless. How sweet of you. And baby, but she done found a bag, and she's like, oh yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm like, Jeanine, what you doing, girl? But it's a mess. See, old schoolers, this is what old schoolers do, y'all. So you youngins, y'all check it out. Mr. Williams says, I watch Fox and CNN. That's what old schoolers do, y'all. They want to see both sides of the story. So y'all should, you should do that every once in a while. What's up, Vibrant Love? What's up, Nurse Shay? Oh, I want to tell you guys that a couple of you guys, I know my moderator, Robin, and I know a couple of you guys asked me to watch Lala. Shit, I always get the name of this shit wrong. Where did I write it down? Lula Rowe. You guys asked me to watch the Lula Rowe documentary. Well, child, let me tell y'all how this went. So I had forgotten. I wrote it down, but I had forgotten that y'all had told me. Because I have this notebook that I write shit down. Because I tried to do the new thing and put the notes on my phone, but then I forget to go back and watch. Well, turns out it's not my phone's problem. It's actually me. It's actually Sassy's issue. Because even if the notes are in my phone, or if I write the notes down manually, I still don't go back and watch them. Okay, read them. Excuse me. So anyway, I'm over here. Y'all, most of you guys know that I'm stepping back a bit from the other sector. So I'm trying to find other stuff to watch, right? So I go and I Google. Somebody mentions anti-MLM, and it's like this group of let me not say crazy. It's this militant group of mostly white people that hate multi-level marketing. I don't know if they've been tarnished, if they've been scorned, if they've been had or gotten by them, swindled out of their money. I don't know, child, but they be going in, they be doxing the people, they be putting restraining orders. It's a mess over there, okay? It's a hot fucking mess. So please stop saying that black people are the only ones that exhibit this type of behavior. Please, 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 I beg of you guys. Anyway, so I go over there and I'm twiddling around a little bit, trying to figure out the scene. And then lo and behold, Lula Rowe documentary pops up. So I figure out it's on Prime. Y'all, where was I from 2013 to 2019 to not even know about these raggedy ass leggings? Y'all have to go check out this documentary. It is very well done. It is my kind of documentary. Shout out to Robin. I think Nurse Ratchet was the other person that told me. Shout out. If you know any more documentaries that are done that way, where I can actually hear everything from the horse's mouth. Also, I can hear from the people that they the victims, that's the kind of documentary that I want to hear from. I don't want to hear a biased documentary. This was, everybody was able to say their piece. They had wonderful footage of everything that went on. They told the story in the right way. And what got me, y'all, is I almost started to be like, I ain't gonna like this shit, because I could tell that this product, LuLaRoe, was for white women. And I was like, this ain't even for black women. So what am I doing really watching this? Like, what is this? What, I don't understand it. All of a sudden, this one black employee, they're interviewing her, and she says she's talking about this cruise that they went on every year if you earn the right in the LuLaRoe corporation. And they said, were you ever invited on the cruise? She said, yes, several times. And they said, did you go? She said, no. And they said, why? She said, well, she said, I might as well go ahead and tell you. She said, I just wasn't interested in being out in the middle of nowhere, no big ass shit with all those white people. I said, bitch, let me make a snack and watch this shit. Baby, the black girl that got on the TV and told the white people, we don't want to go on them damn, baby. And y'all, listen, I've been there. When you are in particular industries, some of your benefits and or your bonuses include company trips. And it can be a bit awkward because you're supposed to be on vacation, but you're also at work because all these people, it's a work thing. And then it's like, I don't want to go on vacation with y'all. Like, and it's not just, I don't know, because then that makes it seem, and like she said, it's not that I don't like white people. That's not the point. But y'all, everybody of color, y'all understand. There was nothing more that needed to be said. But I don't want to tell you a lot about this documentary, except for the fact to say that it was a MLM, a multi-level marketing, really a pyramid scheme. These white women were selling, well, let me tell you this, the lady who started it and founded the organization started out selling maxi dresses out of her trunk. She did this for 27 years, and she was bringing in well into the six figures. People love to say six figures, but six figures goes from 100,000 to 999,000. But this lady was making, $300,000 and $400,000 a year just hustling. One day she starts this company with maxi dresses, and this is about the time where leisure wear starts getting popular. She starts to make leggings, and all the people, by all accounts, say that it started out really well, and then something happens. The company is growing too fast, and her husband just start to be swindlers, and they're just swindling people out of thousands and thousands of dollars, because it's one of those companies that you have to purchase your items, right? And then and so the people above you are making money off of recruiting. So nevertheless, please watch it out. It is on Prime. Thank you, Robin. Hey, Miss T Velocity, good morning. So watch LuLaRoe. It is a very, very interesting documentary in the fact that how white people will make a product and a business blueprint plan for them to make money. And the top people they weren't making regular good money. They were making crazy money, as in like $50,000 a month, $28,000 a month, selling leggings, not selling leggings, selling the promise of someone else selling leggings. It is a phenomenal story. In a year's time, 2 years' time, they went from, I think, a $17 million company to a $1 billion company. Crazy ass story. They showing themselves going to the Louis Vuitton store and buying matching bags with their bonus checks. Y'all check it out. It's a good watch. It is a docu-series, so there's, I think, maybe 4 episodes. It's pretty well done. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, if anybody has any other documentaries that you would like for me to watch, please let me know. I'm kind of slacking on my documentaries. And as you guys can see, I have, if you guys have any questions about the documentary, I'll be more than willing to answer. Excuse me. Hey, Victoriously Shay. I know I'm kind of going fast through that, but I feel like if I dive too deep into it, then I'll be giving away the story. So, anyway. Hey, Miss Hummingbird, the plastic surgery Girl, y'all, you have to watch this. Miss Hummingbird says the plastic surgery referrals. It was crazy, but so good. Y'all, that's all we're gonna give y'all. That's why I said y'all give them a little tea. Baby, these white women weren't playing, baby. They was like, baby, you need to go down to Tijuana and get your stomach done, baby. Because, baby, when we's over here selling these leggings, we have to look our best. I said, bitch, not plastic surgery on these hoes. That's why wasn't no niggas over there. It was a handful of niggas, and that was it. Baby, when the niggas was like, and that shit was so ugly, y'all. That shit was so fucking ugly. It was so ugly. OMG. Hey, Miss Sarah, how you doing? Thank you for the blessing. Green beans, sweet potatoes, cornbread. Mm-hmm. No meat. Are you vegetarian? Yes, Lula Rose screwed those lady with no Vaseline. Okay. Let's talk about this for 2 more minutes. Baby, Miss T Velocity, girl, you gonna love it, girl. This shit is wild, honey. Okay, let's talk about this for 2 more minutes. The thing that I didn't understand, you guys that have seen it, when they making all this money, $50,000 a month, $20,000 a month. Remember the married couple? There's a couple of married couples, but you guys know the Mormon married couple that's making, what was that check? Like $70,000 in 1 month. If you're doing this consistently for 3 years, 4 years, how did you get screwed exactly? That's the part. Are we saying that they screwed everybody up under them? Because that's the part. Because, honey, I mean, give me an average of $25,000, $30,000 a month for 3 years, bitch. I'm just gonna stack that paper, buy me a $500,000 house cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, flip the other rest of it. Like, how did they get screwed? Or are we saying everybody up under them got screwed because they got left with all of that merchandise? I don't know. What's up, BL? Hey, happy Sunday. Was Human in here? Oh, hey, Human. How you doing, honey bunny? Thank you. See, CCs should appreciate you guys more for speaking to the other person because we miss people all the time. Okay, y'all can let me know. A lot of those ladies, girl, they lost their. Okay, y'all, we can't. No more tea. Everybody, people are gonna watch it, y'all. We're gonna next week when more people have watched it. We're gonna come back and talk about it, y'all. It was sad. They lost their families and everything because them hoes had to work. Baby, they weren't working 9 to 5, honey. They was working day in, day out. They was, y'all. That documentary is a mess. Like I said, it's very difficult for me to even talk about it with you guys without a lot of spoilers. Okay. I want to know what you guys think before we get into. As you can see, the title says Tasha K and MC Shaky. So I will say this before I talk about the thing that I want. I'm not really into a lot of celebrity news unless it's salacious. And what I mean by salacious is not like mean-spirited salaciousness, but like it goes deep like a documentary, right? Hold on, you guys. So sorry about that. I had like a horrible sneezing attack. But what was I talking about? Shit, I forgot. What was I just talking about, y'all? Damn. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. I'm gonna wait for y'all to tell me. I just totally forgot. I just had this horrible sneezing attack and then I forgot what I was about to say. Can anybody remind me? Jeez Louise, I never do that. Oh, Jesus Louise. Okay. And we're on a delay. I don't know. I guess most people know. Oh, Tasha K. Thank you, Purple Peach. Okay, so I'm really not into a lot of celebrity news. I don't follow them. I don't really know a lot of their names. I mean, I don't mean that I don't know, Tasha K's name or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, there's some of these people y'all talk about. I don't know what they do. I don't know their name. I just don't, I'm not into it, right? But we will talk about Tasha K and MC Shaky because I think that these stories are like real life documentaries. And so that is how I will talk about them. First, I want to know you guys' opinion. Hey, Juanita. Anybody that I missed coming in, hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you guys would please take a moment to hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you for everybody who shared. And if you're interested in donating to the show, it's the Sassy Show 1. You can hit that Cash App. I promise you that it will definitely go back to the show. So I want to know what you guys think about this British Vogue cover. Are you guys like, I mean, what do you guys think about it? I have an opinion, and I'm not sure if it's a fair opinion or not, but I just want to know what you guys think. Hey, Kimberly Black, if you would, okay, thank you. What do you guys think? Like, is this okay? BL says it's beautiful. It is that indeed. Any other comments? Thank you for sharing the video, you guys. That's so super sweet. Awesome sauce. I love it. Black. I love it. Okay. No other opposing views. This is the Sassy Show, honey. We're free thinkers, honey. We're free thinkers. We get to redirect and think, and we get to redirect and talk about deliciously. Okay, Miss Bless says she loves it. Juanita's, is that Junetta? That's Junetta. Damn, Junetta, I'm sorry, girl. Thank you for the blessing too. You're so super sweet. Chocolate, baby. Okay. Everybody loves it. Their hair suck though. Their hair is awful. Some of their hair is off. Okay. I think that it's beautiful, but I think that they're trying too hard. I think that no, it doesn't. It's not me. This is how dark they are. I think that it's beautiful. I think that it's a nice change, especially for Vogue. This is poignant. Thank you for that. It's deep and sweet. I love that. Okay, this is my issue. No, it's not. It's not shades of black. I mean, not really. And this particular photo or this particular shot is of African models. Okay. So what it suggests for me, now I'm about to start talking like an international flight attendant. Contrary to belief, Africans are not all super dark skinned. That's just ridiculous. And by Africans, I mean West Africans, because we know Ethiopians, Moroccans, we understand that. But I mean, where we came from, right, are not Sudanese. Exactly, Robin. They're not all this dark. They're just like African Americans. They come in every single shade. So let me read this. It's beautiful, but you have those who are saying these Sudanese women are not that dark. That's probably what I'm about to tell y'all. It's like they picked the darkest Sudanese women that they want, that they could find. That is not a right representation of Sudanese women. And I didn't know that are you guys saying that they're all Sudanese? I didn't know that either. That's not I just know that all West Africans are not this dark. So if you're trying to represent us in our truest form and trying to give us our flowers, then why are you representing us this way? Yeah, they did that. They did it on purpose. That's the only thing I'm saying. I mean, I don't mean to criticize, but we're just talking amongst ourselves, right? You know what I mean? But why didn't you really, really represent us as, I say us because I am African American, okay? Why didn't you represent us and our sisters across the pond as they really are? I don't get that. It seems to be absolutely done on purpose. It seems to be another, situation where the white people are trying to portray us in a certain light by also trying to give us some type of credit. But what you're doing is suggesting that all Sudanese or all Africans appear to be this way. I don't get it. I don't know if they're actual models. I would assume that they are. But again, it's the representation is false. So I just wanted to kind of see what you guys had to say. I wanted to give them their light, their shine, their kudos. Bitch, if I was a model and I was on Vogue, I'd be saying, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, okay? I think it's wonderful. for them to get this type of exposure, but it's not a correct representation, which is what white media does to us a lot. And I just don't think it's right, because it continues to, hi Black Swan, it continues to create a narrative that all Africans look a certain way. You rarely ever see African women that look like us Americans, so that even the Americans, because I see a lot of Americans speaking of Africans in a derogatory way, speaking of Africans in an ignorant way, just because they don't know. They've never traveled, they've never met anybody, so they feel like they come in, they're one size, one shape, and that is not true. They're just like African Americans and anybody else. But it is what it is. So thank you guys for your opinion on that. Let's see what Robbie says. Oh, is there a story of Sudanese women to accompany the photo or photographer's approach? I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I'm not trying to be flipping on your comment. That's a great comment, but I don't know. I don't care about that. I want to know why they're representing Sudanese women this way, or African women in an all or nothing way. That's what I would like them to talk about. Okay, it said, that's what I thought. I was like, because these fit. Thank you, Robin, for looking that up, girl. Best model citizen ever. Okay, it says Senegal, Rwanda, Sudan, Nigeria, Ethiopia. Exactly. West African. No, they do not all look like this. They do not. It's not a pure representation. So it just is what it is. Just trying to let y'all know. European mags do black covers all the time. The problem is they put us all in the same box. Some African Americans and Caribbeans blacks. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Black Swan. Yeah, Sudan is nice. I mean, not nice, but you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Robin, thank you so much. Vogue is going to get a backlash because it's a white magazine now. Had they graced Essence, would it have been the same energy? Essence would not have done this, in my opinion. Essence would not have done that, in my opinion. Essence would not have done that, in my opinion, because you're having black people represent black people, and those Essence people have been they have traveled. They're not gonna do that. They understand. They have a girlfriend who's from Rwanda. They got a homeboy that's from Sudan. They're not gonna represent us this way. It's just not, unless like going back to Robbie's poignant point, unless there is a reason for it. And white people can't talk about the color of our skin, that our black editors and producers can talk about us and say, oh, we're representing the darkest of the dark because we're going to be speaking about colorism, or these women rose to stardom despite, or something like that. Then that would be different. Now, would I get that cover? Remember how back in the day, I don't know if your parents used to get covers and have them forever. Now, would I get that cover if I was still a magazine girl and maybe even posted up as Black excellence or Black beauty? Yes, I would. But do I have an opposing view on the other side of white media and how they try to frame us? Yes, I do. So two things can be true at the same time. I'm getting that magazine. I have a feeling they are doing a feature on the war, famine. Well, we just said Black Swan. They're not just Sudanese. And if it was just Sudanese, then why didn't they represent Sudanese people as they are? Because this is not that's not how they look. Not all of them. So they're representing 40%. Where's the other 60%? Why can't they be represented? So, all right, thank you guys. But again, if you guys can get the clarity from Robin, they're not just Sudanese. They're from all over. So I'll highlight this again. They're from Senegal, Rwanda, Sudan, Nigeria, and Ethiopia. So let's make sure that we do understand that there's just not just Sudanese people. All right, you guys. Well, I just wanted to talk about that and, like I said, bring double light to our sisters and them getting the magazine cover. That's number one. Number two, how white media continues to try to give us our flowers in a shady way. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. All right, let's get into. Y'all want to hear about Tasha K or MC Shaky? Let me go to Tasha K first. Let me just go into Tasha K real quick, because the MC Shaky shit is juicy to me. That's why I'm coming to y'all with that one. But the Tasha situation, I haven't been following the trial. I only do I'm sorry, you guys. I haven't been following the trial. I only watch it on recaps of other, celebrity vloggers. Hey, Vicky, good morning. So I'm just interested in the outcome. You know what I mean? I have heard the highlights, if you will. You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, we'll see. More so, what got me talking about Tasha K is this damn Chelsea, her assistant, Von Ray, and Storm Monroe. Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. Do you guys okay, let me tell you guys, for anybody who didn't watch all of that. All of you guys know who Tasha K is, an influencer, content creator, 1 million followers on YouTube, right? She has an assistant. The assistant's name is Chelsea. Chelsea is more of an assistant. Her title probably should, I think, is a social media director, marketing director, something of that sort. Okay. Chelsea is 25 years old, educated, very attractive young girl. And I guess she has been in the industry ever since college. She has been touted as giving Tasha K her news in regards to, um, you know, combing the vlogs early in the morning, late at night, and giving Tasha K, feeding Tasha K the energy or the news that she should be discussing. If it, you know what I mean. So okay, Chelsea, the assistant, gets involved with a Tasha K client whose name is Von Ray. The part of the story that's confusing, or it can get a little confusing, is that Von Ray comes to the house, to Tasha K's house. But Chelsea's never met him. But all she knows is that Von Ray and Tasha K are going to be doing business together. Von Ray gets caught up into some mess, so he goes to jail for 90 days. The whole time he's in jail, Chelsea is talking to Von Ray on the phone, accepting all of his phone calls, the jail phone calls. During this time, Von Ray is wooing her, grooming her, so to speak. I don't even know if that's true, but they're creating a situationship between the two on that 90 days. So much so that she's the one that picks him up from jail. Now he says it's sight unseen. He's never seen her. She has just talked to him for 90 days. She's the one that picks him up out of jail when he gets released. Tasha K sets up for him to stay in Storm Monroe's house. It's all kind of convoluted. Basically, they get into it after a few weeks. Von Ray is not what he appears to be, all that jailhouse talk he was talking about. Chelsea no longer wants to deal with him. I think she said she had to get a restraining order. So I don't know what happened there, if he got aggressive with her or what. And then all of a sudden, she puts up a post on IG. She immediately takes it down. Lo and behold, Wiley from the Wiley Show happens to be up, and he takes a screenshot, or he records it, whatever he does, and he breaks the news that apparently Chelsea and Von Ray have fallen out, and Tasha K is no longer going to be doing business with him. Do I believe that story? No, I do not. I believe that Chelsea handed Wiley the information. But, Wiley is a mentee or ex-mentee of Tasha K, so they can do whatever. They can hand the story to whoever they want to. Well, it blows up. What's up, Miss Cruiser? Happy Sunday. It blows up to this big deal where, now Von Ray is gay and Storm Monroe is gay, and which this is all alleged. I'm not saying they are gay. I'm saying this is what's going on in the storyline, Chelsea gets on Wiley. She's spilling tea. Von Ray is taking his 15 minutes. Tasha comes live and gives her part, her point of view. And all I can think when this shit is going on is this shit real? Like, is this real? Or did you guys do this? For real. Is this real? Or did they do this because Tasha K is going through something, in regards to the trial? And this will be a nice interruption in the trial energy. I mean, are you guys trying to blackball Von Ray? Did he do something else that you guys don't want to tell us about? So you're trying to blackball him? The story is wild, y'all. But it feeds the gossip streets for like 2 or 3 days. Like it is day to night, feeding the gossip streets for days. And now it's lost its luster, like anything else, like in the other sector, like these sectors. It's a gigantic story, and then the news cycle only lasts for 48, 72 hours. But Storm is no longer doing his vlog light skinned niggas, which I thought was very offensive. But Storm, Storm seems to be a coon to me. I don't know you, Storm, but that's just how you seem to be. You constantly want to talk about how you grew up around white people. Well, so did I. But I don't put them on a higher level, on a higher pedestal than me. In fact, I was in Storm's chat and I was trolling him. But when I say trolling him, I'm trolling him under the Sassy Show. So it's not really trolling, but that's the only word I have for it. I'm giving him the business, okay? And he said, and y'all talking about, and I quote, okay, y'all talking about I would be dating Vaughn. I wouldn't be dating no nigga. If I was dating a nigga, if I was dating a man, it sure wouldn't be no nigga. And I said, nigga as in black? And he said, yeah, the Sassy Show as in black. I'll be a Don Lemon. I'll marry me a white man and we will adopt 2 Asian kids. That's the kind of man I would be with. I said, nigga, you crazy. Now, I know a lot of not a lot, but I know some black men feel that way. And I know some black women feel that way. But to say it like that, you a nasty little bitch, aren't you, Storm? You's a nasty little bitch. And what straight man, because you say you're straight and I take you for your word, but what straight man is talking about if they were? If you were? What's up, little Miss Niecy Pie? What time is it in Great Britain? If you were. And not only if you were, because I can say if I was a lesbian, I wouldn't date a stud, right? That people can say stuff like that, right? But going into detail about y'all whole fucking life, bitch, you already know he gonna be white, honey. Y'all gonna adopt 2 Asian kids. You went on and on and on, Storm. You was a hot fucking coon ass mess, Storm Monroe. And you need to get off your fucking high horse and stop putting white people on some goddamn pedestal. I'm so sick and tired of you fake ass, bougie ass black people talking about you grew up around white people. Bitch, so did I. Ain't nothing goddamn different from them than us other than culture and skin colors. Just stop it. Like, oh, I grew up around white people. So, bitch, what and what? And what? Your parents failed you, but your parents probably think just like you. You saw my comment, Black Swan? You know I ain't gonna lie. So there y'all go. Y'all know I wasn't lying anyway, but there you go. Okay, I was saying, I was getting his ass, wasn't a Black Swan. I was getting his ass. So anything I'm saying right now, Storm don't give a fuck about me. Storm don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Storm. But I'm just saying, this is what I got from this. I got a lot of stuff from it. I got that. Let me tell you why I'm talking about this, because I see we lost a couple of people, which is fine. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because I got that. Thank you, Lord, for bringing that thought back to me, and thank you, Black Swan. What I got from it is that, Storm, you're a fucking coon. Storm, you have, like you said, your therapist told you that you lead with your pink energy, which that's a terminology meaning he leads with his feminine energy. And yes, you do. Which is fine, but you say you're not gay, which is also fine. There are very feminine energy males that are not gay. That's fine. But you really try hard to make people think you're not gay, which is not fine. It appears to me that you don't really know who you are, because for a black man to continuously big up white people as if you did grow up around white people, then you would know that there's no difference in them and us. Well, there are some differences, but sometimes those differences manifest in negativity. okay, in how they get their money and how they're able to maintain and how they use their privilege. You never talk about those things. You talk about them like they're the savior, and that's very interesting to me. Also, you continuously trying to put yourself in a gay lifestyle, but saying you're not gay, in a whole gay dream of a family and a white picket fence is weird. It's odd if you're indeed not gay. That's odd to me. Do you guys know who Todd Chrisley is of the Chrisleys? It comes on TNT, a really cute little white Southern white family. If you guys know who he is, I will come back to that so I can make reference to Todd Chrisley and Storm Monroe. The other thing I thought was interesting about this story, and I was very, very disappointed in you. What did Truth Whisperer say? Unfortunately, the world judges people based on looks and looks innocent, so he gets away with murder. Oh, okay. See, I don't come from that, but okay, that's a great point. I don't. That's weird to me. Y'all got to Richard replay. Sassy went in on Stone Misa. He stopped answering. And have y'all seen me act up in chats before? Because sometimes people be acting like I don't act up in chats or I don't curse people out verbally. I put my name is Sassy, y'all. Black Swan ain't lying, y'all. I was so fucking irritated with that coon ass nigga that night, y'all. I was going, bitch. And she right. That nigga just said, "Let me leave this bitch alone," because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with her. Something wrong with this bitch. She gonna make me. And he did a very, y'all. He was like, this bitch right here. Okay, I'm gonna start reading the comments real quick. So I can no, I don't think Todd Chrisley is DL at all. That's the last comment. Let me read this. I don't think Todd Chrisley is DL at all because Todd Chrisley is 60 years old. I think Todd Chrisley is very feminine, but by 60 years old and living in Atlanta his whole life, somebody would have leaked something, and nothing has ever been leaked about his sexuality. I just think that he's very feminine. But what me and my sister were talking about, so I'll give you a reason why I think I'm giving you guys this example versus Todd Chrisley. And I'm so sorry if you don't know who Todd Chrisley is. It's going to take me too long to tell you guys, but he has a show on TNT. It's kind of like very reminiscent of what's the rapper? Damn, his brother moved to the Philippines or to Thailand. Russell Simmons. What's his brother name? Anyway, y'all know it reminds you of that type of show. It's a feel good show. It's a really, really cute show. But baby, them white people, they are a trip. They don't hold no punches, but they don't curse or anything like that. But they are really very truthful in how they respond to things. So it's a really cute show. I don't even know if it's still on the air, but I used to be addicted to it. But nevertheless, okay, me and my sister were debating this, right? And I said, well, what if he is just like Todd Chrisley? She said, no. He's not like Todd Chrisley. She said, because when Todd Chrisley is talking to other men, gay or straight, Todd Chrisley remains himself, right? Todd Chrisley, he has a lawsuit for sexual harassment. Okay. So can somebody, okay, Wendy, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but can somebody else verify that? Because I never heard that before. And if it's a one time, I just never heard that. Okay. So, and that could be a one-off, you know what I'm saying? But so anyway, she said when Todd is talking to gay men or straight men, Todd is still himself. He's not flirting with the men. He's not trying to be seen. Todd is just remaining himself. So that's how you could tell the difference. She said when Storm starts talking to a man or a gay man, he is putting himself out there. He is almost flirting. And I said, girl, because my sister is way smarter than me, y'all. And I said, you are right. That's the difference. So regardless if you guys think Todd is DL or not, it's very, I mean, that's not far-fetched. I get it. Todd is very metrosexual. I get it. I'm just saying, I don't think Todd is gay because, again, he's 60 years old, child. It would have been way more than one person coming. It's definitely not one person coming after you to made your money. It would have been a whole line of people. We've seen it too long. Eddie Long. I mean, we could go on and on and on. It just would have been a whole line of people that would have been able to validate their stories together. Okay. But so Storm, the trio of that, Storm, Chelsea, Von Ray. Storm, I can't get with you. I can't get with people who don't live in their truth. And this is my opinion about you. I can't live with people who don't live in their truth. I can't deal with coons, and I cannot deal with why you were so negative against your own people in that manner. I can't get down with that. On Chelsea's behalf, I really was very, very disappointed of what I saw in the multiple chats that I visited in how you guys treat women versus how you treat men. I was very, very disappointed. This is a young 25-year-old Black woman hustling, doing her thing, trying to make it. Did she got with this nigga who is most likely a professional con artist, like on the highest level? He's in private jets, this Von Ray dude. He's in private jets with fucking Jeffree Star. This motherfucker ain't no regular con artist. He's at the highest level of con, if he is a con, okay? For the comments that I saw were very, very disappointing. I believe Storm. Who just said that? Was it Truth Whisperer or somebody? It's because of the looks. I think women have really simplified themselves to voice, to looks. They don't care if you're gay, straight, bisexual. It's just, as long as you're a man, I'm going to side with you against the woman. I was terribly disappointed in the comments that went after this young woman and not giving her a pass in regards to how she got duped or whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I don't know if she got duped. I don't know if she was trying to dupe and got duped. I don't know, but I know that some of y'all have had unprotected sex with somebody that you shouldn't have had unprotected sex with. I know that y'all have gotten finessed. Let's say it again for the people in the back. I know that some of y'all have gotten finessed by a man that you should have never let into your life. I know that y'all, and some of y'all have babies by these niggas that y'all shouldn't have let into y'all life. And some of y'all get incurable diseases by these niggas that y'all should have never let into y'all life. And some of y'all get swindled out of thousands of dollars by these niggas that y'all should have never let into y'all life. And I just thought it was like, why not tell her, girl, it's okay. Like Tasha did a great job. She said, child, we've all been there before. She's young. She got duped. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this will be a learning lesson. Move on, And so I just thought that it was really odd, the vigor and the vitriol that these what I probably deem as older women going after this young girl. And what I could only think is, what is that? Is it envy? Is it jealousy? Is it gender bias? Like, what is it? Why are y'all being so hard on her? And all she did was date a nigga virtually for 3 months. And then it only took her 2 weeks after he got out of jail to say, nigga, I don't want to fuck with you. So what I don't get that. You guys need to really check yourselves. And I'm not just talking to the people in my audience, because I don't know if you guys were thinking that way, but to everybody who was thinking that way. Women, we really need to check ourselves when we are overly criticizing other women. We get enough criticism from everybody else. We really need to check ourselves and say, hold up. I might be 20 years older than her, 15 years older than her. I remember when, girl, just dust yourself off. I'm glad you kicked that nigga to the curb. Don't let this shit happen again, because next time it could be worse. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, everybody coming into the room? If my mods didn't welcome you guys, welcome, 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 everybody. Yeah, it must be. It must be. I don't know. And that's the other thing. Purple Peach. I mean, did anybody who was in that, did anybody understand? So you're going to tell me that 2 women who don't know each other both have restraining orders against this man? And the other lady's name is Latoya Forever. She has 1.44 million subscribers on YouTube. I've never heard of her before. So he goes after the highest of the high, and he finesses them and tries to get what he can get. This is my opinion, Vaughn. Thank you, Chris G, for sharing. That's my opinion, Vaughn. I'm not saying it's fact. I'm saying it's my opinion based off of your history. Anybody can get got. So let's try to be a little nicer to each other, and not, in constant troll mode, to where you are exhibiting self-hatred type tendencies. Which, thank you for that, because I could say that this is under the umbrella of uh self-hate. Uh Storm, the self-hate, in my opinion. The way that you guys treated Chelsea in the comments was self-hate. Vaughn, I don't think you give a fuck. I think you're on to the next victim. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stop until you get caught all the way, um, until you get all the way caught up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stop. All right, y'all. Let's hit this MC Shaky shit, because this story. What's up, Villanor? What you say? Latoya Forever was also on the last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. I heard that, and I told you I had stopped watching Real Housewives, all the franchises. I heard that. Yeah, he's aiming. All I knew was that the nigga was aiming high. I mean, Latoya Forever and the assistant to Tasha K. This nigga ain't, and on the private jet with Jeffree Star. This nigga ain't playing no game. So stop acting like y'all couldn't get got. You know what I mean? Like, just stop it. Like, especially at 25 years old. It's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Thank you guys for all your comments in the chat. I really appreciate you guys helping me out. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with any of these people. This story just caught my eye. Again, if you're just coming in, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not, and thank you guys for everybody who shared my video. I was telling them I'm not really into celebrity stories unless I can. I'm not into everyday celebrity stories, but I did think that this story was really convoluted and very interesting. So that's why I wanted to touch on it. But I am not overly familiar with any of these people. I don't watch them on a daily basis at all. But this story, I definitely followed it. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I thought that it was very interesting. And I thought we could have an interesting conversation, and you guys have made it such. So let's go to MC Shaky, another person who I am not familiar with at all. Give me one second. Thank you guys for your patience, child. These sinuses this morning, okay? So not very familiar with MC Shaky. I have heard his name, I guess for years now. And what I knew about him was, I guess like the Kiki Wyatt stuff, but like I said, I rarely was watching that stuff, the Kiki Wyatt stuff, the Erica Mena, I guess has doxed them before. I didn't know a lot about him. Again, I don't really watch celebrity news. So if you ever see me talking about celebrity news, just know the story is about to get some juicy, okay? And we can sink our teeth into it. So y'all sit back, honey. I'm about to tell a tale, okay? The reason why I started getting interested in this story was probably Tuesday or Wednesday of this past week. I am very interested in the T.I. and Tiny story. Very, very interested in it. So in looking up or something, I'm trying to remember the first thing I saw. Oh, I think the first thing I saw was, okay. I had to remember. The first thing I saw was an interview that MC Shaky did with Kitty. Y'all gonna want, when I finish with this story, y'all gonna want to go back and look at this stuff. So check this out. With Kitty, T.I. and Tiny's ex-friend / housekeeper. Okay. To give y'all an idea, Kitty looks like a typical from the hood, like around the way, like grandmother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how old she is, but that's what she looks like to me. She's real thick and like, linebackerish, like a bitch you don't want to fuck with. Like Kitty looked like she used to like be like somebody's queen pin back in the day. Like, she looks like she's a bouncer. Like, she looks like somebody you just don't want to fuck with, okay? And she talks like somebody you don't want to fuck with. She's light-skinned lady, with 3C hair or whatever you want to call it. More than likely mixed, but definitely black adjacent. She's not, you know what I mean? She's self-proclaimed from the hood. So he does, I'm just saying. So he does this interview with her that keeps my attention because it's about T.I. and Tiny. So Kitty only 40 years old? Okay. Ooh, Kitty. Kitty look like she about 53. But that's cool. Kitty, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, I swear to God. So I can't handle the smoke, okay? But Kitty seems like she's real sweet, real loyal too. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all a visual of those of you who don't know Kitty or what she looked like. So Kitty's doing this interview with MC Shaky. Very interesting video. Kitty goes into some detail about her relationship with Tiny. This is the truth. Kitty has a very hood vernacular, loyal, and gives more than she gets. That's what I got from her too. Every single one of those adjectives is what I got from Kitty. So, okay. Kitty goes into detail. So I'm gonna wrap this back around to MC Shaky, but y'all gotta give me a minute. I gotta tell the story. Kitty goes into detail about her time with T.I. and Tiny and being their housekeeper. She's basically confirming a lot of other stuff that a lot of other people have said in regards to how they treat their workers, how they manifest throughout their household. Y'all, one thing that caught my eye in my ear, MC Shaky said, one of the first questions, he said, well, would you say that T.I. and Tiny have like a really good relationship? Child, she paused and she said, no. I said, bitch, what you say? That motherfucker said, no. Just like that. Just like a baby. Just like that hood girl. Like, no explanation behind it. Bitch, you asked me a question and I answered it. I said, what? I said, okay then. Well, shit. Again, my fat ass, which, y'all know I wear a size 8-10, but y'all know what I mean. My fat ass said, let me go make a snack. Because this shit about to be real good. This bitch is not pulling no punches. My type of bitch, okay? Now, Kitty, I did say you look like a linebacker, but you are my type of bitch too. Okay, that's what I'm saying? Okay. So she said no. So then he's like, ooh, shit. So, yeah. So I said, well, damn. So then Kitty goes in to say, Kitty got somebody in the car with her. Oh, Kitty so hood. Kitty doing a damn interview in her car. She got somebody else in the car with her, but we can't see the other person. But she says it's her worker, like the lady works for her. She's outside the building where she currently works. Now she's a commercial cleaner. So Kitty goes on to tell us the relationship between her and Tiny. They two baby daddies knew each other, or first baby daddies knew each other, or something like that, right? Back in the day. They see each other one day, they reminiscing. Tiny's like, what you doing now? She's like, I'm cleaning commercial property. She said, oh shit, okay, we need a new maid. I'm sick of these people, you know what I'm saying? They do a half-ass job, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you can come over and clean our house. So Kitty was like, well, thank you, Skywatcher. If you saw it, keep me on task. Thank you. And welcome. So Kitty say, so Tiny say, maybe you can come over and clean the mansion and whatnot. Okay. So Kitty say, well, shit, okay, shit, maybe I will. Shit, I could work for T.I. and Tiny now I'm paraphrasing. I thinking she thinking, shit, I'm about to give me some clout. I probably give me some other, opportunities from this. And I know these rich assholes gonna pay me. Shit. Kitty leaves her commercial job, okay, making $1,500 a week to go to T.I. and Tiny. These motherfuckers fire their 4 to 5 maids. These is Kitty's words, not mine. She said Tiny said, well, shit, you did a better job than the 4 or 5 motherfuckers I'll be having in here. So we just want to hire you full time. So Kitty says, shit, okay, it's a 4-story mansion. Okay, cool, I'm about to get paid. Child, they ain't paying Kitty but a couple, $500, $600, $700 a week. But Kitty is loyal, right? Kitty might be a little starstruck, even though that's our homegirl, and Kitty real down to earth. I don't know what Kitty's intentions were and why. I don't know why these people stay in these type of situations and not get paid, but she did. So now Kitty becomes a confidant. Okay, she says that really in the house every day, there's really the two people that are most prominent in the house every day are her and Shekinah. Everybody else are fleeting. Everybody else is coming and going. But if you come to the house, you're going to see her and Shekinah. Okay. So Kitty goes on to say that exactly. It's just like Shekinah. That's why y'all be, ooh, thank y'all for being patient. I promise I'm wrapping it all around to MC Shaky because this shit was so, ooh. Okay. So she says she likes Toya. She said Toya real down to earth, Toya real cool, but Toya would only come around every now and then. Toya wasn't no staple in the house or nothing like that. She said her and Candy, she ain't see Candy like that. She said Candy, they would talk on the phone, but it wasn't like that. She starts, she's going through, I don't think she mentioned that other girl with that crazy husband. What's that real pretty one that tried to rap back in the day? And that man had cheated on her and had that baby. I forgot it. But I think she said something about her, but she said they're just on the phone friends mostly. You know what I'm saying? Or may see each other at a party. Okay. She goes on to say that she was very, very loyal. Tip did not. Yeah, you just have to put in MC Shaky. I hope y'all do it after the show, though. But just put in MC Shaky and Kitty, and it'll come up. Kitty. But anyway, so she goes on to say that she was very, very loyal. But she didn't know what she was getting into because if they were out of town, she didn't get paid for that week. So she wasn't even on retainer. Because a lot of wealthy people, those other maids, you can't be out of town and then I don't get paid. If you're my only client, you got to put me on retainer to hold my services. You know what I mean? But they weren't doing that. And so she's like, sometimes I'm struggling if they out of town for a month or whatever, and I don't have a house to clean. So she said one time her lights was out. She said she told them her lights was out. She said, they said, okay, bitch, and that's it. Oh, okay. She said she came to work every single day for a week with her lights out until she had gotten paid so she could pay her light bill. Now, a lot of you, I ain't gonna call y'all out y'all name, but a lot of y'all, you dark people, not as in black, Lord, I'm not Storm Monroe, but dark on the inside people, y'all feel like it's not your responsibility to help anybody, but God is watching. There is no way that I'm going to have an employee come in to work with me every day and I know they motherfucking lights is out because I am the light, okay? I don't have a dark heart. I use black heart as in black people, not black heart. For some of you who are concerned about the black heart and dropping the black heart in the butterfly. It means that before I am a butterfly, I am a black butterfly, a unique being. So anyway, let me get off my tip. No pun intended. A week her lights was out until she got paid. They didn't give a fuck, okay? Another time, her brother had passed. Of course, he didn't have no life insurance. Tiny gave her the money for the burial. But guess what, y'all? She didn't get paid for 3 more weeks after that until she had paid the damn money back. So she didn't even have enough sympathy for the girl to take a little bit out of her check each week. Tiny said, bitch, you just won't get paid. Yeah, I'll pay for this funeral, but you just won't get paid for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, the girl did not get paid because she was paying back the debt that she owed for taking the money out, the loan out for her brother's funeral. So I'm telling y'all this because, of course, it's their, it's their Georgia privilege, as people like to say, to do whatever they want to do with their own money. But it does speak to the type of person that you are. So she touches on the girls coming into the house, and she says basically that everybody knew that was the orgy house. She does not use the terminology orgy house, but that's what she's inferring. She also said that Shekinah, well, she didn't say it again. MC Shaky played a tape of her saying it. that Shekinah told her that T.I. likes butt play and all that kind of stuff, and Tiny uses a strap, and that's not really any of our business, but I just wanted to give y'all that, they be doing real freaky shit, but she wasn't really inclined to be talking about their sex life. She said what she was supposed to say that it's really none of our business what people do in their sex life, but yeah, I was the maid. I saw it all. I had to clean up, I had to clean up and I had to do this. So yeah, I'm not saying that I said that. I'm saying that that's what Shekinah told me that Tiny told her. Okay, so that's that. It's a couple of things I'm missing from the Kitty and the MC Shaky video, but that's like the gist of it. She's kind of spilling tea in this 45 minutes, but it's like somebody just said earlier, you could tell that it was the truth. You could tell she wasn't putting nothing on nothing. She just telling her business. Oh, the reason why they fell out is because, number one, she told them that they should be paying Shekinah's lawyer bills because Tiny was the reason why Shekinah was in the trouble, because Tiny asked her to go live. So if you're asking her to do you a favor, then you need to pay her lawyer bills. She said she told Tiny this, but she said that Tip said no. So she said, well, what are you going to do? If your husband says no, then it's a no. Okay, she says that the reason why they fell out is because they accused her of stealing. I think she was trying to infer that once she went against them or told them something that they didn't want to hear, now they said that she stole something. But then I think she also says that a few weeks later, the items that she supposedly stole, she saw him wearing it. I think it was a ring and a watch, or I might be mixing that up with Shekinah stole something. It was a ring and a watch, whatever it was, she saw it. And it was like, no apology, no nothing. So this is the way that they got rid of Kitty, was to say she stole something. But Kitty said even her naysayers will say she don't steal. That's just not her thing, So, okay, I finished watching that video and I go digging for some more information because, again, I'm very, very interested in the T.I. Tiny. So then I come up to a big old conversation with MC Shaky and Ebb. I don't know how many of you are on Big O. I'm not necessarily on Big O, but I do know some of the players. I watch Big O on YouTube, by the way, so that I can just watch the highlights. Just give y'all a tip there. You can literally put in Big O, and you can get just the highlights of what shenanigans went on YouTube without all of that, without going over to Big O, because you don't even know who to subscribe to and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, her name is Ebb, E-B. Ebb is very, very big deal on Big O. So MC Shaky does the interview with Ebb. During this interview, he's telling why he's up on federal charges currently and why he's facing 30 years. The sentence carries 0 to 30 years. Okay. He's saying that the reason why this started is because when he outed, what's her name? The Brat and Judy. When he outed them to being in a relationship, and I understand that whole backstory of Super Scent and all that. I'm not going that far back. Let's just start right here. Let's start with Judy and the Brat. Okay. When he outed Judy and the Brat, it really caused a lot of turmoil and havoc in their life because they weren't out like that, And remember, Lisa Ray and she got mad at the Brat, and we don't even know, are they even talking now? It caused a lot of havoc in their life. So Judy put a PI on him. Okay. The PI comes back and says, oh yeah, he got arrested in y'all, I have the hiccups. He got arrested in 2018 for racketeering, money laundering, embezzlement, something along those lines, if not all three of those. This was 2018. The state denied the charges. They couldn't, the state, it was something along with the state was said, no, we don't really want this. So then they give it over to the feds because the amount is $257,000. They get it over to the feds. Feds, do y'all want this? Now we're in the middle of COVID. The feds are sitting on the case. Him and his lawyer are saying, shit, if they don't hurry up and indict me, it's going to be a wrap because you only have so much time to indict a person, right? Now, y'all check this shit out. My nigga. He starts fucking with Judy and Brat. Judy puts a PI on his ass. Says, hey, tell me everything you know about this nigga. Meanwhile, about a year earlier, Brat had called T.I. because if you don't know, T.I., Tiny, Shekinah, and MC Shaky were in talks for a reality TV show. It never got picked up. Okay? Following the story? Because I ain't getting I don't know if y'all listening intensely or what, because I ain't ain't nobody saying shit. But y'all let me know if you're following the story. Those three are in talks are trying to pitch a reality TV show. Okay. Brat calls T.I. and says, man, what the fuck is up? Like, why are you letting your wife work with this nigga? This nigga's a bum ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doxing celebrities. He's putting our information out there. T.I. says, I don't know nothing about that. That's my wife's, situation. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Fast forward in time. Okay, thank you. Fast forward in time, what's his name? MC Shaky starts because Shekinah is his girl, okay? MC Shaky starts speaking out on behalf of Shekinah, okay? Because that's his girl, and he thinks Tiny did them wrong. He also says let me back up. Y'all remind me where I'm at. Let me back up to Kitty. He also tells Kitty, what you're talking about in regards to those stolen goods is very interesting because I was at the table at dinner. It was me. It was such and such. I forgot this other person's name. It was Shekinah and it was Tiny. I heard her call in, or I heard her say, don't worry about it. We're going to put an insurance claim on these stolen items. I heard her say that to Shekinah. Okay. So he's confirming what Kitty is saying about the stolen goods. Okay. And fuck it, it don't matter. We're going to put an insurance claim on it anyway. And then a few weeks later, it shows back up. So he's confirming that. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let's go back to where I was in the story. Shekinah is his girl. He thinks she a down ass chick. That's his girl. He says, he starts speaking out on behalf of Shekinah. That's not right. Like, you put her in this situation. He gets the eye of T.I. and Tiny. Like, nigga, who are you? We don't need you talking. Bring it, because he has a pretty large following. Word on the street is this nigga's making something like 75 G's a month on Big O. That's just word on the street. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was in his live this morning on IG. He got 1,000 people in his live in probably about 5 minutes. So I don't know. Okay. So he starts speaking out in favor of Shekinah. T.I. and Tiny don't like this shit. Okay. T.I. calls Brat and says, hey, what's up? What you got on this nigga you was asking me about a year ago? That nigga MC Shaky? What you got on that nigga right there? Because that nigga, now you're right. Now this nigga bothering us. Brat and Judy tell him what they know. The feds arrested this nigga in 2018 on July the 5th, 2018. Okay. For racketeering, embezzlement, money laundering. I might not have the right, you know what I'm saying, categorizing of the charges, but it's something along that lines. I do know it was $257,000. They tell T.I. that. Bitches. Sorry for the men in the room, but I think Robbie's okay for bitches. Nigga. Don't y'all know a few months later, the feds was like, bloop, we're going to go ahead and indict you. He said he got that phone call from that lawyer. The lawyer said, damn, you know what I'm saying? They only had a few months more to go, but they've decided to indict you. And the charges are 0 to 30 years. Bitch. I'm just going to give y'all a minute because I'm gassed at my own tea. Okay? It ain't my tea. It's their tea. I just reporting it. So he gets indicted. He gets indicted on the charges. This is a clear warning from T.I. and Tiny. We are not to be fucked with on no motherfucking level, bitch. You can fuck with Kiki Wyatt. You can fuck with Erica Mena. You can fuck with the Brad and Judy. Bitch, we not to be fucked with. So whatever phone calls, whatever payoffs needed to happen, Now, mind you, this just happened. I believe this like literally just happened. Like a few days ago just happened. And remember the first chart that he got arrested in 2018. Yeah. Okay. So then they put this girl who I do not know who she is, this Geisha 305. He says that they put her on him. And that's the reason why I have never watched any one of her lives again. I don't like third party shit. Friday, Truth Whisperer, bitch, come through. I was like, didn't this shit just, and y'all, what's so fucking crazy about it is I was just watching a nigga like Tuesday or Wednesday. I didn't care. I didn't know nothing about him. I said, OMG. So they just dropped this indictment Friday. So I don't know if it was Friday because I thought I saw the Ebb interview like, I don't know. Today is Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So he went live with Ebb right after on Friday then? I don't know. Okay, girl, I'll take your word for it because, baby, your tea be hot, okay? So, y'all, the point of me telling y'all this story, I'm missing some shit. It was, I don't know, Geisha. Why should I know her? Yeah, girl, I'm sorry. I don't have, my brain is very small, honey. I don't keep all that gibberish. I can't keep in my mind. Who is she for me to know? If y'all can let me know. I still not gonna go check her out, but I don't know who she is. She seems like a do girl to me, and I just don't have time for that kind of gibberish. I'm sorry. But they have sick this girl after him rather, and he keeps staying adamant to say, I don't know her. Every time Geisha comes after me, I'm going after Tiny. So I will give the nigga a few things. It has the tenacity, honey, of a fucking, I don't even know, a lion or a fucking leopard or something. I don't know what the fuck this nigga don't play no games. And he calls himself like a Robin Hood, like he steals from the rich and gives to the poor, which I'm not trying to fantasize or romanticize him stealing from people, not people, but from corporations or whatever he does. But it seems to be true. And if you guys didn't know, he did 9 years in the feds before. I think he just got out in 2016 or 2017, and that's how he kind of rose to a little famedom, is because he was giving prison stories, which I heard that I need to go back and watch because they were very detailed and very interesting prison stories. But I think he said it's no secret that I have always said that I will take high risk. What does he say? It was very interesting the way he said, I take penitentiary risks. That's what he said. I take penitentiary risks. So he's a person who is saying, listen, I'm going to go get this bag to make sure me and mine is together. And I don't really care about, going to jail perhaps, or I'm trying not to get caught. Let me tell y'all this part of the story too. Is Geisha the person who does comedy? I don't know. I don't know. You guys will have to answer her, you guys. But y'all, the feds did not catch him. He cold at whatever he doing. Okay, the feds did not catch him. One of his homeboys, who he is the godfather to his daughter, got upset with him because he said he continuously asked him for money. Okay. He said the guy asked him for money this one time and he just wasn't having it. He just wasn't feeling it. So he didn't feel like giving him the money. So he said, no, not today. Thank you, Rico. Hey, honey, how you doing? Smooches. He said that he said no to the guy. He wasn't giving him the money. He said the nigga went live and said, and I need to stop using these words. How can I ever think to get big if I just keep cursing and using the word nigga? I need to work on myself. Anyway, he said the guy went live and said, oh, if you don't come through, I'm going to the New Orleans Parish Police and I'm snitching on your ass. Well, MC Shaky said he didn't believe him. He didn't think he was going to really go to the damn police. Like, this is dude. You know what I'm saying? He just going through something right now. Like, just sit down somewhere, dude. Like, oh my gosh. Y'all, he said the next damn thing he know that nigga had, see what I'm saying? Y'all pray for me. Damn. He said the next thing he know, this dude had went live and was up there taking out, putting out a report and snitching on him, y'all, telling the feds everything. Everything. This is homie. That's how he got caught up. Baby, he said the feds swept in there, baby, like the SWAT that they are. They seized that damn computer, and it was all a wrap, honey. He said baby, I think he made the report on the third, and baby, they let the fourth pass, baby, and he got arrested on the fifth. My God. So, baby, this story is wild, y'all. So I just wanted to tell y'all a story. Somebody told me, I was telling my back chat because I was trying to figure out who knew MC Shaky. And I was telling my back chat, they said that Brianna is doing a live with him, that they are friendly and that they have been friendly for some time. So I thought that I was going to talk about him anyway. I did think that it was a coincidence that I was going to talk about him, but I do think that this is a good prelude for you guys when you go over to see him on Brianna's latest today, and you'll get to see. But if they're friends, I'm not sure how much he wants to talk about it, but he talked about it with Eb, so I don't see why he would be close mouth with Brianna. You know what I mean? He talked about it. Hey, Miss Dovey, happy Sunday. But it was just such an intriguing story from beginning to end. Number one, that damn T.I. and Tiny, nigga. See, I didn't put that name in the title because I don't, baby. Oh, also T.I. and Tiny. Well, this is what Kitty said. Kitty said that she is afraid for her life. That T.I. did tell her that she needs to look over her shoulders and watch where she's going. She also said that people are in her inbox people in her inbox, trolls under troll names, gave her address. She said that she never knew that T.I. and Tiny even knew where she lived. Also, she said that one of the kids, now I don't know which one of it, I assume is one of them badass boys and not them sweet little girls, but one of their kids showed up at her job. And she said she was like, what the fuck? Oh, God, this might be it, Like, this is the kind of fear that this lady is under. But she said that they just chopped it up. She didn't tell us what they talked about, but she did say that they showed up at her job. So that means that, yes, they do know where she lives, where she works. And it was crazy. Eb was prepared to ask him excellent questions. She was. And he answered what he could. What is this? Hey, Ivy Janae, Geisha was the one that interviewed Rick Reed about Rita a while ago. I wouldn't know that. See, I just don't know who she is, you guys. But thank you. I didn't even know she was in the beef sector for a while. Okay, I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't know her. I don't care about her. I'm sorry. I don't know her. She's a do girl. She's doing the bidding for T.I. and Tiny, and probably for very, very little Coindellas, because I heard they don't like to pay bitches. So that's that. So I'm like him, honey. I don't deal with the help, honey. Where are the stars, honey? I'm a star in the making, bitch. I want to deal with the stars, not the help. Especially not that kind of help. Now, if you're a Shekinah kind of help, you adding to me, now that I can deal with. But you a bitch that's coming on live to try to ruin somebody else on behalf of somebody else, I don't deal with hoes like that. What's up, Nurse Ratchet? It's something that I'm missing to tell y'all about this damn story. Shit, I think that might be it though. Oh shit, I ain't even dropped the link. I just been up here talking. That's how you can tell content creators, nigga, we just like to talk. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. Anytime y'all want the help, bitch. Ivy Janae, I do not deal with the help, bitch. Not like that. Not that kind of help. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. My ass is up here talking. I don't know who wants to click the link and chop it up with your girl. But y'all, the story is crazy. So let me recap. MC Shaky and Kitty, that's on YouTube. Go check that out. You also can MC Shaky and Eb on YouTube. Put it in. It's the recording of him and Eb on the Big O. What's the other one I wanted y'all to watch? Girl with no wine. Okay, if I had some wine, baby, I'll keep you house for 3 hours. It's the other thing. What did I want? Hold on, y'all. Somebody texted me. Oh, did you send me? Okay. Y'all can go. Oh, okay. I think my gosh interview. Oh, okay. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. Back chat was talking to me. Um, yeah, so the Kitty interview, the Ebb interview, and there was something else. But anyway, y'all, the story is crazy. It is so freaking crazy to know the level of power that these people have and what they're able to manifest and to do to you. And I will say that even though I don't know MC Shaky, he seems to be very transparent. He seems to be very authentic. He seems to be about his motherfucking business, legal or not. um he seems to be beloved as well. He seems to be beloved. And he also did say, let me not stop the story without saying this. He did say that he is in a more humbled state now, and that he realizes that he has kids. I think he is a gay man, but he has children. I'm not really sure what that story is about, but he did say that he's in a more humbled state, and that he wants to do things the right way. So I'm assuming when he got out of jail, he had to get some quick money, and then he flipped that money. And he also says that he doesn't think he's going to go to prison. He says that his lawyer thinks that it's going to be a restitution case. So I don't know what Lulu means, you guys. I'm sorry. I mean, Miss Ostar, I'm sorry. But he says that he thinks that he's going to be a restitution case, which means that he won't serve any time. He'll just have to pay restitution. So we shall see. And if I'm around, I will check out the Brianna story. Like I said, I'm very interested in this guy. He seems to be a really interesting character. And I'm more interested in a T.I. and Tiny. I don't know what Shakana is going to do. I guess she's on Love and Hip Hop. I stopped watching Love and Hip Hop probably after Jocelyn and Stevie J left, but they did tell me that she's on Love and Hip Hop. So I guess she does. She got some Corndellas coming in. But she also said if she dies, then, or she gets killed, then just know it was them. So I'm like, damn, y'all, like the price of fame, like, these some people that we know and people that we don't know, they do a lot. They do a lot of shenanigans. They go on and on and on shit. You know what I'm saying? For very little money, and for very little recognition and fame. And I just often wonder, is it worth it? And then when you go to these levels, like, is it worth it? So I would love to hear his side of the story. Like, he seems to be a person that's not backing down either, because he said that every single time this geisha girl talks about him, he's going to talk about Tiny. But is it really worth it? Like, because they put the feds on you. If you win the case or you get restitution, then what's next after that? And then you see all these other people that they're dealing with, they're in fear of their life. So I don't know. I just think it's very interesting. Like I said, the levels to which people go, and the levels to which people actually are willing to be a part of this lifestyle. They really get a kick out of watching people squirm. Oh, you think so? I guess so. I don't know. They'll make you paranoid, child. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it really worth your health? Like your mental health? Some people think so. I mean, I know people. I know people in the other sector that I actually know. Not that I'm watching, but I actually know, and I feel like they're so dark. They're so dark on the inside that they don't have any feelings like that. You know what I mean? So this is just all fun for them. So they don't care to what level they have to go or you have to go or whatever. I think they just get a kick out of it. So I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. We in witness. I'm too scary. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. If you ever wonder why I don't go, I don't go after people because I don't have a need to go after people. Do I know how to cuss a bitch out? Yes. Do I know how to get a bitch up off of me? Hell fucking yeah. That's not my vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my vibe. I remember I saw somebody write in a comment, "Oh, I thought you was just another pretty face. I didn't know you could talk like that." Oh, really? Well, bitch, now you know. You see what I'm saying? That's not the case. Just because I know how to talk like this or I know what to do does not mean that I'm willing to do it or willing to live my life that way. The inside of my heart is light, not dark. So I don't know if it's worth it. So, Vicky, what you laughing at? Vicky, you always be laughing, girl. I don't know what the fuck I be saying, child. All right, you guys, I'm gonna drop the link one more time. I feel like I have told y'all all that story. I'm glad. Thank you so much for the 40 of y'all that stuck around. That's just what I wanted to talk about today. Because, baby, I was watching that damn story like it was a real life documentary. Because I bet you it is to me. It is to me, honey. I'm gonna be watching all the MC shaking shit. I don't like all that Instagram live shit, and I don't like all that big old stuff, baby. I just, like I said, I wait till it to come on YouTube, and I just scan through it and watch it like it's a documentary, and I love it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's worth it either. But again, for the dark hearted people, it's worth it. They're gonna be dark hearted anyway. They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they're going to do anyway. They're going to dox anyway. They're going to troll, you know what I'm saying? They're going to deep troll you. They're going to find out all your information anyway. So they're like, shit, it's worth it to me. So it is what it is, but it's interesting. Well, you guys, we'll go ahead and get out of here. I thank you guys so much for joining the Sassy Show on Sunday. I hope everybody has a lovely Sunday. I'm taking it easy today. I'm just making turkey burgers, y'all. I bought all this damn arugula, so now I have to figure out ways to use it. Like I have to. Like the last time I bought arugula, I let it go to waste, and it's too fucking expensive. So I'm making a turkey burger with all the fixings, my arugula, and probably some air fry French fries, I think. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Um, I don't know how many of you guys are getting outside of the house, but wear your mask and be careful, you guys. Thank you, Ivy Janae. I ain't got time to be dressing like Carmen San Diego. Thanks, Truth Whisperer. Listen, Nurse Ratchet, I'm too scary of a bitch, honey. I'll tell anybody I ain't built for that life, baby. I am not built for that life. Now, if I have to go to the feds because I'm trying to, do what's right and save a life, I may contemplate it. But over some fuck shit, my nigga. Not sassy, okay? Thank you guys so much for all the good wishes and the great live comments. Y'all are so for me. Oh, I know. I heard it snow in your area. Well, that's a cozy Sunday. Well, you guys have a great Sunday, like I said, and I will. I don't know if I'll see y'all on these streets, but if y'all are other places, y'all will see me on these streets acting up. Oh, let me leave y'all with this, you guys. I guess who's live? I clicked the link yesterday, y'all. I clicked what's her name? Queen Tulsa. Do y'all know Queen Tulsa? Lord have mercy. Go check out Queen Tulsa. Everybody who knows her thinks that she's a super troll. She is a transgender lady, very pretty. And Sassy, I miss why Shaky's friend went to the feds. Okay, I'll tell you real quick, Peachy. But Queen Tulsa, she had a good live last night. I clicked the link because it was her best friend and this guy, and they were talking about relationships. And I just wanted to click the link, and it was really cool. She was a very gracious host, and hey, Chocolate Bag, hey Boo, and she was a very gracious host, and I respect that she's not just into the buffoonery or into that trolling. She knows how to have a good conversation, and she knows how to be thoughtful in her conversation. So I respected that. So I will be visiting her again because I appreciated that. You know what I mean? Unlike like Dimples, hey Sassy Francis, who just wants to be a buffoon all the time. I gave Dimples time after time after time, but she can't hit a link and actually talk about anything of substance, and that's what I can't respect. You know what I mean? But Queen Tulsa was very, very, very gracious host. So I appreciated that. Yeah, she's transgender, and she's pretty, right, Robbie? So yeah, you can tell by the voice. That's the only thing, Queen Tulsa, and that's because I have an ear for it. But yeah, her bone structure and everything. She's a very pretty lady. What did Peachy say? Oh, his friend went to the feds, Peachy, because he asked him for some money to do something. Like I don't remember what he said, but it wasn't a lot of money. But MC Shaky said he was tired. This particular friend, he had given him money after money after money, and this particular time he caught him on a bad day, and he was just like, I ain't giving you the money today. And so the friend went live and he threatened him, nigga, you better give me this money or it's going to be a problem. And he actually followed through with it and went to the feds. And I keep saying the feds because the feds have the case. He went to the police department in New Orleans and snitched on his friend. And now he's facing up to 30 years federal time. So, whew, baby. Something, baby. Something. And I wonder, let me leave y'all with this. Do you think by any chance that T.I. and Tiny, did they get to the friend? You think? I don't know. All right, you guys check out the documentary LuLaRoe on Prime. Lula Rowe. It will, baby, you'll get your whole life. You guys check out MC Shaky. That Tasha K stuff, child, it's been passed by now. It is what it is. That was all some just a whirlwind of fun for about 2 or 3 days, and now it's over. But check out MC Shaky, also Big O, and his YouTube video with Kitty, and I'll see you guys later. I can't find my shit though. Oh, there it goes. Shit.